Last video in this GAT Shield series, just wanted to take you through the classroom dashboard view here and talk to you about some of these other icons that we haven't had a chance to look at. So if you click under this down arrow or mouse over this down arrow, you'll see refresh membership as a choice. What that will do is if you've just added a student to Google Classroom, it'll go and sync the GAT Shield with Google Classroom to bring in those new students. So it'll do it periodically on its own, but if you've just added a new student, you want to make sure that for that session, you're able to view them and to push out resources to them, you can refresh membership here. You can also pre-set up things for your class using the pencil icon, which is the classroom settings. When you click on that, you'll get a couple screens, one that shows you the students enrolled in the class, one that shows you a little bit of information about the Google Classroom, including its code and stuff, not too important. Timers where you can set a session time for that class. So if you're not good at signing out of your sessions and you're afraid students will be stuck with websites being blocked, you can set a 80-minute timer and have it count down your class and automatically log out of the session once you start the session and when you stop it. Okay. We talked briefly about site collections. You can put as many site collections as you want. Each site collection can have 10 websites. And when you're in a session with a Google Classroom, you can then choose to push any of those pre-made site collections. So you could have an American Revolution or Battles of the American Revolution site collection, and you could have a Constitutional Convention site collection. So you can build as many site collections as you want and push those websites out to the students when you are in a session. You can also set it so that automatically that session will start up for students when they go in. So we should uncheck that if we want to leave these stored and only push them when we're interested in doing that. Okay, so that's site collections. This is the one I wanted to talk to you about in more detail. It's prepare a class session, and it's identical to, just so you're aware, the site control feature when you're actually in a session. So you can do it ahead of time, or you can wait till you start a session and go into site control. This is the same thing where it'll allow you to block all websites if you want, and then make a list of the ones that you're going to allow for that lesson. However you leave this screen, so if you leave block all sites on by default on when you exit GAT Shield, that's the way it will be next time you come in and open that session. Okay, so you need to make sure that you reset this screen or the site control screen to the options you want for the next time you're going to use it. Okay, really useful. Again, we're hoping to eventually see them add a enable all Google Workspace sites when you have everything else blocked. So that way you don't have to put drive.google.com, sheets.google.com, docs.google.com, etc. to allow them access to all those sub tools. All right, so that's our last video on GAT Shield. It is a beta product with the district right now, so be aware that things may not work as advertised. Please make sure that you send us an email if something isn't working. It's just possible that we won't be able to fix it until the developer works on it. Thanks.